Yo, it's T-Tone. If you don't know, well, now you know. Someone raised a topic on YOLO, which was, how do you know when you've fully forgiven someone? Now, going off on the topic of forgiveness, we as humans, we already know it's a long, gradual process. It can even take up to years. And it can also depend on how much pain that person has done to you and how much wrong that person has brought to you, causing you to harbor it up for so long. Now, the topic of forgiveness is a recurring theme in the Bible, and it comes up to 121 times. Even in the Bible, Jesus states that we should forgive someone 70 times 7. So in reality, it shows that we as humans, we should daily forgive people, and we should daily be forgiving others. And forgiveness is not a one-time thing, because as I said, it's always daily. So one of the ways that you can know when you've fully forgiven someone is when you see revenge as not being an issue. What I mean by that is most times when that person has wronged you, you usually wish worse on them, and then it causes you to have a negative mindset because you prioritize more on that revenge being an option, causing you to relive that situation that happened, and then it also makes you have more hatred and more anger with that person. And it can also affect your relationship with others because based on that event that happened and how much pain it caused you, it can really affect the relationship that you have with others, causing you to be quite distant from others based on just that one event that happened. And also, one of the ways that you can know when you've fully forgiven someone, I would say, is when you talk about the situation that happened into a point of reference versus internalizing it. So what I mean by that is when you say it happened to me instead of saying that pain that happened to me, because then it means that you don't have to relive the situation, causing any kind of wasted emotions to erupt again. So once you've fully forgiven someone, it kind of makes you feel at ease because you already know that God's sorted it, God's handled it. And going on the first topic that I talked about on how you should make it be where you say it happened to me instead of the pain happened to me. It also just allows you not to relive those emotions that you faced in the first place, causing you not to fall into that kind of cycle of just anger, hate, and malice. So, as I said,
I promise, like, and even it's been a weird.
when you fully forgiven someone, that's when you know that it's sorted, that you don't have to go back to the situation again. And sometimes I believe that you can fully forgive someone, and it means that you don't have to go back to trusting them, because if you trust them, then it can cause that temptation to arise, and then it can place you in that situation where it's pretty much the same thing that happened. Because even talking about forgiveness, it also comes across to your mind if I forgive the person, he'll probably do it again. So as I said, forgiveness is a daily process. So as humans, we always have to forgive. And also, as I mentioned, that one of the ways that you have to forgive someone is when you see revenge as not being an issue. Because most times, even the time that you spend on revenge, it can be spent on elsewhere. And it just means that you're literally allowing that person to take the center of your attention when you're really supposed to go to God in prayer and just forgive the person. So in reality, how you know when you've fully forgiven someone, I would say, in my opinion, is when you feel an ease at heart and when you feel like, the weight is over, like when you feel like the burden has been released. And that comes through prayer and just going to God. And also you need to remember that forgiveness also comes from how God forgave us for our sins, because God sent Jesus to die for us, and he went on the cross and bore our sins, and then he forgave us and cleansed us. Because it even says in the Bible that if we confess our sins, he's faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. So in the way you look at it, we always have to remember that the reason why we forgive is because Jesus forgave us. And if Jesus didn't forgive us, then we would just be pretty much marching into a place of hell. Preach up. So pretty much Jesus saved us from that condemnation. I'm sorry I'm going off a bit of a tangent, but yeah, forgiveness is a strong topic and it's an occurring theme in the society today, because sometimes it can even the lack of forgiveness can make you lose trust in that person, and it can also make you lose trust in anyone that comes your way. So the best option to actually knowing when you've fully forgiven someone is when you turn to God in prayer, because knowing that you can't, because even in the terms of when you can't forgive someone, it can sometimes not allow God to move in your behalf. Because if you have unforgiveness in your heart, it means that most times your prayers won't really get answered. I think it mentions one time in the Bible that is the cause of it. So yeah, forgiveness is really detrimental to people, and it can also affect your health. So once you forgive someone, then it can actually relieve you of so many things. It can relieve you of stress, it can relieve you of anxiousness, it can relieve you of anger, hate towards that person. So yeah, even the topic of forgiveness is hard to talk about, because it's just, sometimes you feel like people deserve it. People deserve that kind of revenge option, as I was saying before. But really and truly, we know that we forgive because Jesus forgave us, and we should constantly be in a time of forgiveness, because you can't continue to harbor what someone did to you maybe 10 years ago and just continue to relive that experience and focusing on that negativity instead of focusing on where you can turn to, which you can turn to God. But yeah, I hope that helps. I hope you guys like the video. And as you already know, forgiveness is a strong topic, but with me even, I'd say it's hard for me, to be honest, because I sometimes fail in unforgiveness. I sometimes fail in forgiveness because I feel like, just as I mentioned in the video, sometimes I feel like people deserve it, and people deserve that kind of revenge situation. But obviously God is teaching me each day, and I'm not perfect, so I'm learning through reading the Bible. But yeah, I hope this video helped you guys, and if you guys are struggling with unforgiveness, then I would just say turn to God in prayer and just look within the scriptures and look within what God is saying through the Bible, so that it can show, because God is the solution to everything. But yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. Leave a like, share and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And follow me on my socials in the description down below. Hope you guys like this video. Share it to all. And yeah, next time I'll just read more. Next time I'll do more YOLO topics. And yeah, subscribe, as I said before. Share the video. Follow me on my socials. And I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Peace.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.